so good to have you here, and you've got Mom home.
It is perfect to be here and have our moms together.
How about them apples?
That is good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm having what she likes to drink.
It's her favorite drink, particularly here at Commander's, that Sazerac.
But she, is up in years a bit, and she can drink a couple of these, and I'm like a one Sazerac girl.
Well, when you're 92, you sort of get to do whatever you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me the story of, when one day she called you up and said she's going to be the ambassador to the Vatican.
Well, she called and said, should I do it? She was 81, and she was going to go to a new country all by herself.
Yeah.
And I said, of course you should do it. That's, it's a great job. And she said, well, I'm not sure I want to leave my bed. And I said, well, I get that. I mean, there are lots of days I don't want to leave my bed. And she said, no, I don't mean that. I mean this bed here on Bourbon Street. She said, it's got all these angels on it. And I said, Mom, we're talking the Vatican. We're not talking a cherub-free zone. But of course, as you know, T, she lives on Bourbon Street, right smack dab in the middle of all the honky-tonk on Bourbon Street.
Yep.
And I teased her that when she moved from the Bourbon Street to the Vatican, that the costumes didn't change. It was still guys in dresses.
So, we're talking cocktails. What do you think they're really drinking over there during all those services? Do you have an inside scoop on that?
I would suspect anything they can get their hands on.
Tell me this. How much of your childhood was in this part of the country?
Oh, an enormous amount. Our house was 4 blocks away, and this restaurant at that time, that was before your family owned it, but it was the neighborhood restaurant.
Right.
And the people who were richer than us came here every Thursday night, because shows you what the times were like. It was Cook's Night Out. We didn't come on Thursday night. We went to Morrison's cafeteria.
Perfect, as well you should. Yeah. But I know you had a lot of aunts that you loved.
A lot of great aunts, mainly. And we lived right next door to each other. We all lived right over here on First and Chestnut. And we lived in one house, and my great aunts and my great grandmother and my grandmother from time to time lived next door, and they married ad seriatim, but then at a certain point they were all single and on the make, and so they would have us.
We're filming this.
Huh?
We're filming this.
I understand. I'm just telling stories, true stories. And they'd have us kids be part of these elaborate schemes to try to snag some man. They called it vamping. They were trying to vamp a man.
Yes.
And we had the best time. It was so much fun.
They put you up to it.
Oh, they put us up to it. And of course, in the meantime, we're hearing all these wonderful family stories.
Right.
And of course, they're also taking care of us, or in their fashion. Right. And it was a wonderful way to grow up.
Do you remember what people were drinking during any of
that? A lot.
Yeah. Did they do old punches or anything strange that you can remember?
I don't remember punches, but
Sherry.
there was certainly real drinks. There were martinis and Manhattans, and there were old fashions and
cocktails, sidecars, and all that fun stuff.
All that stuff, right, that have come back thanks to you.
Well, no, it's a whole revolution. But in Washington, what is the effect of historically, in your dad, Hale Boggs era, and then now of cocktails? Yeah,
it's all different. In those days, first of all, people liked each other a lot better.
Yeah.
But it might be because they drank more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what you say. They would all day, and then
they would sit down at the end of a day, and Republicans and Democrats would sit down, and their view was that once the sun went down, that all differences were put aside, and they'd have bourbon and branch. That was the bourbon and tap water.
Right.
And that was the drink of choice. Right. And they all got along. And now they rush off to fundraisers and all of that, and a lot of them are drinking Perrier, and
Nothing against Perrier, but
because they have to get up early and work hard and all
Right.
of that, and we're all clean living these days.
yes,
So.
yeah, we're not going to have a thing tonight, are we? No, that's why you came in a cab, right?
Right.
Well,
But that is true. People are much better about that. Thank God. I
Right.
mean, why not take a cab?
exactly. It's
know.
particularly easy, I think, here in
Right.
Washington, a lot of places,
Absolutely.
and Wally and I feel that way. Don't drink more, drink better,
That's right.
and it's not at all attractive to be drunk.
no,
So,
exactly.
right? Did your mom teach you how to drink a little bit, or you learned that the hard way?
I think you just example was
Yeah.
the.
Well,
was
she's
the-
amazing.
Yes, she is amazing.
Yeah, they
she's-
are.
yeah.
So, well, you are amazing and one of my heroes. And
Well,
let's go have dinner with our moms.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Cheers. So good to be with you.
Likewise.
I'm Cokie Roberts, and how happy I am to be in the land of cocktails.